2010 Gulf Coast oil spill with the species the loggerhead. The genus of the loggerhead is the Caretta caretta. Status of the loggerhead is that it is federally and state threatened. The lifespan is 50 years plus. Its habitat includes open ocean, specifically meaning Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific waters. The weight of a loggerhead ranges anywhere from 150 to 350 pounds on average. On average in length, ranges from 30 to 45 inches. The diet of a loggerhead includes jellyfish, barnacles, sea urchins, shellfish, shrimp, and squid. The loggerhead is known for its reddish-brown coloration and masculine head. It has a total of 4 flippers, 2 in front and 2 in back. The carapace, also known as the shell, has 5 lateral plates called scutes. The skull of the loggerhead is broad and massive, providing an anchor for the strong jaw muscles. It is found on the coast of the United States and North America. A popular site and habitat area for the loggerhead is Florida. Reproduction staging. Male and female loggerheads often have violent reproduction. They mate in offshore nesting areas. The female starts by coming onto the beach and digs her nest. When females come onto the beach at night, the males will follow along as well. The clutch size is anywhere from 35 to 108 eggs. These eggs are about the size of a ping pong ball. In the sand, the incubation period remains anywhere from 45 to 70 days. Approximately a female will lay 2 to 3 clutches per season. Now to the oil spill. The oil spill is harmful to the animals who live on the coast, such as birds, sea reptiles, sea mammals, sea and plant life. The oil is damaging for their habitat because they are all surrounded in oil. Their food is wrapped in oil, and they are taking in toxins that are produced. Loggerheads are continuously eating their everyday foods. These such as jellyfish, shellfish, shrimp, sea urchins, and squid, which are always covered in oil now that we've had this spill and the amount of the spilling. It spreads throughout the Gulf waters. The loggerhead turtle will pretty much eat anything in sight. It doesn't distinguish between whether it will eat something or not. Whatever it sees in plain sight, it will simply eat. The animal food chain is a domino effect, therefore every animal is being affected. Ingestion of the oil causes dehydration and impaired digestion. Because oil floats on top of the water, less sunlight penetrates through the water, limiting the photosynthesis of marine plants and phytoplankton. This as well as decreasing the fauna populations and affects the food chain in the ecosystem. And when loggerheads go to eat anything that's covered in oil or tar, it takes some days, sometimes weeks to process through the turtle itself, and the toxins break down in the stomach of the loggerhead and spread throughout the digestive system. An oil spill is what has happened, and the release of liquid petroleum hydrocarbon into the environment due to human activity. It is a form of pollution. The term often refers to marine oil spills, where oil is released into the ocean or coastal waters. The oil may be a variety of materials, including crude oil, refined petroleum products, or byproducts. Most human-made oil pollution comes from land-based activity, but the public attention and regulation has tended to focus most sharply on sea-going oil tankers. The oil is spilling out of the seafloor at 5,000 barrels a day when started, equivalent to 210,000 gallons. More recently, it has reached about 9,000 barrels. A sheen can be used to disperse the oil. This is where chemicals react with the oil, sinking it deep into the ocean. Depending on how dense the oil is, what certain methods can and can't be used. This basically is a bioremediation, which is the using of chemicals and or organisms to break down the oil. Crude oil is one of the most popular resources the United States relies on. Also taken into consideration would be the temperatures of the water. This can be good or bad, continuing to sink or float, or even be at a standstill. Something to prevent oil spills would be doubling holes. A hole is like a constructed layer that acts as a barrier to hold, stop, or plug leaks. The hole on the center of gravity, therefore has stability in being stronger.